to the SK Pierce Mansion. I'm so glad you guys are here. My name is Marion, okay? House was built in 1875 by Mr. Sylvester Knowlton Pierce. He owned the furniture factory right over here across the street. He started working there when he was 14 years old. He worked his way right up to owning it. He moved the house that was here, there was a little house here, he moved it 3 houses down the street, and then he built this house here. That house is actually still standing there also. He built this house for his first wife, Susan. She died 2 weeks after it was finished. She didn't get to enjoy the house, which is sad. They had one son, they had Frank. And then he remarried. He waited the mourning period and married Ellen after a year. She was 30 years younger than him. And they had 2 sons. They had Stuart and Edward. Edward's daughter, Rachel, she died when she was 2 years old in the house in 1916. There's actually 11 confirmed spirits that we talked to in this house. So I have a list of them in the other room. We'll go through them during the night. You guys can see them, okay? So this is actually a Freemason's house. All of them were Freemasons. They had many guests that used to come into the house. Bailey from Gardner and Bailey Circus. Minnesota Fats played pool in the house. Calvin Coolidge, when he was a senator, he was here.
Minnesota Fats?
Minnesota played, yes, up on the 3rd floor. He was big into, as you know, pool.
Yeah,
he played at the billiards tables in Gardner also.
Jackie Gleason played him in a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
They say that Norman Rockwell painted here. I know, right? But Bailey, the reason I say Bailey from Barnum Bailey Circus, he was good friends with Jay Stemmerman. And over here, in this room over here, you want to look over here, I have the Fiji Mermaid. That comes with the circus. That's the Fiji Mermaid. There's only 3 of them in the world, and that is actually one of them. The owners that have the house now actually had this in their dining room for 10 years with their 4 children. When they bought the house a couple of years ago, 6, 7 years ago, they figured it'd be great to bring it up here because it kind of has something to do with the house. So everything that you see in the house is original, all the woodwork, all this is all original to the house, the floors, the fireplaces are original, there's 4 of them. 3 of them are slate and 1 of them is marble. If you look at I'm going to come behind you, right here, all of the hinges, all original to the house.
Wow.
Right? They're
Yeah.
all through the whole house. It's the original rope windows,
Wow.
right?
It's very well maintained.
It's thank you, yes, yes, it is. So,
These
so this
walls
is
are
the
like
men's
velvet.
parlor. This was Mr. Pierce's parlor. This is where he would have come at, brandy and cigars or whatever. Fuzzy wallpaper.
Yeah, these walls.
Right, right. The wallpaper is not new. Actually, Allison actually picked it all out, and it was done about 4 years ago. Are you scolding Mortimer?
No, it's just looking at, it's going orange over here by him.
Of course it is, right?
Yep. Yeah. He's got issues with those houses.
So one of the previous owners I wanted to tell you a story about, they're actually going to be here on Saturday, Ed and Lil. Lillian woke up one morning, actually, and went downstairs. She felt like she had to start digging in the basement. So she went down into the summer kitchen where the kiln was, and she dug, and she actually found this bone right here. She brought it up to her husband, Edwin. He said, "Hon, look what I found." He said, "Where'd you find that?" And she said, "I found it in the basement." So he brought it to the doctor that he was going to see the next day at Gardner Hospital. And the doctor said, "Edwin, where'd you find that?" And he said, "My wife dug it up in the basement." He said, "That's a female pelvic bone to like a 16-year-old.
Wow.
Right? So she, I don't know, that's kind of creepy.
That is creepy.
And they never found out
They
who
never
it
found-
was or any reports of a
No,
female
we have
missing?
no idea. We actually, they gave it to Jason and Grant from Ghost Hunters.
Oh, okay.
And they said they were going to give it to New York City Crime Lab, but we haven't seen it since. So New York City either has it or it got lost in the shuffle somewhere, which is a
Jason's
shame.
canceling his house.
In his collection.
I don't know.
Doesn't he have like his own museum or something like
His
that?
daughter does. Satori. Satori and Cody have their own museum.
Who's this baby to the house? The one
That is
beautiful, smile, happy.
that is actually the owner's now. That's his wife's sister. She
Oh.
thought it'd be hysterical to bring it up here because,
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, look how happy that is.
this actually is something to the house. Edwin, one time, I'll tell you the story upstairs, he actually woke up and he heard a woman crying in their bedroom. So he turned over and he noticed that she was levitating on the floor, like right above us in the master bedroom.
Oh wow.
And my new maintenance guy actually saw her on the 3rd floor on his second day here, floating right by him and went down the stairs.
So was the house always known to have paranormal activity even before?
No, it wasn't. So, I mean, a lot of people, Jane Semmerman says it wasn't. She said, I've never heard of anything. So I don't know why it is all of a sudden, but it has been for about 20 years.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go this way. Check over. These are all original also. The doorknobs, everything you see.
It's incredible.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
These are beautiful, these doors. I love the tall doors.
The doors that we all walked into and these doors out here, they're 200 pounds a piece. So they're covered out just in the other ones. So this is the ladies' parlor.
It's nice and bright in here.
I like this parlor. This was for his wife.
It's very ladylike.
This is Mr. Pierce right here. And this is his second wife, Ellen. You can definitely see the age difference there, 30-year difference.
Busy guy.
Nice. He was a lucky guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, this is the marble fireplace. The other three are slate.
beautiful. Wow, that's nice.
Right. This was the parlor, but we actually call it the artifacts room now because a lot of this stuff is what Kenny found when he was renovating. Like we found the child's shirt over there above the kitchen sink, right against the wall right here.
Oh wow, okay.
We found the woman's scarf upstairs on the second floor. She would have that like she has right around her neck up here. It's one of those ones that attaches. Found that. A lot of this other stuff he found out there, like in the walls and the floors, down in the basement. That's the original fuse box. Can you believe that? One fuse.
Fuse box. Jeez. Little shoe, glass shoe.
No, that's not. This is, remember I told you guys there's 11 spirits in the house? This is who the 11 spirits are that we actually talked to. This is some of the evidence that we got. I also have some more on my phone that I'll show you guys later. This is the two kids in the house. This is Rachel, and this is Gordon. Rachel was Edward's daughter. She passed away when she was 2. Gordon actually drowned in the pond down the street, and for some reason he's here. We don't know why. Maybe Rachel called him in. This is Ken and Mimi. He's the one that did the renovations in the house. He died 2 months ago, so he didn't get to see the house opened. He got diagnosed with cancer in March, and then he passed away in September. So they were taking a selfie in the bathroom right over here, and they're like, oh, what's in the picture right here? So they blew it up. See the little girl right here? It's Rachel. You can see her face, you can see her hair.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're in the
Tilt my
bathroom
head.
today, down here on the bottom floor,
Rachel.
she's in there watching. Over here, somebody asked me earlier about the little girl around the staircase. Here, she's right here. We're assuming is Rachel. Kenny was taking a picture, and he said, if you want your picture, I'm leaving. Show yourself. So here she is. She's actually got her arm is in motion as she's running. And then right here on the steps, you see the man's face, his shoulders, and he's like a white mist. Over there is the second floor landing. The little boy, excuse me, is right here. There's his head, his body. Chicken at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then this one up here is Mark Avila and his friend Dan. They were doing a selfie in the other room, and they have no idea. I don't even know what that is. It's got like a point to his head.
It looks like there's a horn.
He took that at like, I don't know when, sometime in the middle of the night. He called me, he said, Marion, you gotta get here. I said, Mark, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll see you at 7. I came and he showed me that, and we still have no idea what it is. So,
What's
this is actually main staircase.
Yeah, is that
This is
Ken?
Kenny, yep,
Okay.
yep, we were all here. It was cold a couple of years ago. And he was standing on the main staircase, and all of a sudden he hears steps coming from over here, which will show up. And he goes, take a picture. So Mimi took a couple pictures. You see there's nothing in this picture. And then obviously the top of the little girl's head right here. Right here you can see through the wall, and right here she's blocking it out. So we're assuming it's Rachel.
It's like a little
This
lump.
is it's her hair.
Yeah.
This is the one that they sent in. What's that show with the Ghost Brothers and Jack Osborne? What's that show that they do and they have people send stuff in?
And they talk about it.
Yeah, this is what gets sent in. They actually couldn't believe that was. They were like, holy moly. Yeah. All right.
Here, I'll show you guys a little bit closer on these pictures.
Some of the furniture you're going to see in the house is the factory right there. That's the factory that he owned.
That's Rachel.
Some of the furniture you'll see in the house.
And
was
then
actually
another
made over
apparition
Is
right
that
there.
the son's furniture?
It was Mr. Pierce's factory. Yeah, he died in 1888, and then the wife took over, and
Now, why do they call it like the chair city?
it used to be the chair, because there
Look
was
at this
so
one.
many factories over here, more than chairs, furniture and stuff. But that's the only actual factory that's still working in Gardner. All the other factories have shut down.
And there's some place around here that's got like a really huge chair that
When
you
you
can go
guys,
see.
yeah, there's two of them. Where you guys are right now,
Bicentennial chair.
yeah, where you guys are right now at the hotel, leave the hotel, go past Friendly's to the light, take a right, and you'll see it on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
You're not even a half mile from it.
I got
where you
that
live.
marked down as one of the
And then
things
there's
I want
one
to get
right
some
up the
pictures.
street here, not even a half mile, a big yellow one.
And that other one's red?
Yeah, reddish brown, yeah, you can't miss it, you can't miss it.
Perfect.
So this actually, Mr. Pierce actually carved this right here, it's gorgeous.
This guy.
Freemasons
Wow.
actually believed that lions were for protection. Can you see the lion's head up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see them all through the house, you're gonna see lion's heads.
Love it.
Yep. This is the only original light left in the house. It was gas operated, oil operated, but now it's electric and it does still work. I can't reach the trainer, I'd help you.
Don't worry, I can't reach you
You
either.
can't either? So, we'll go this way. You guys wanna see the dining room or just skip the dining room?
Oh, yeah, we can.
That's where your stuff is.
This is the war room right here.
This is the war room for everybody always has their stuff in here. This is the dining room. This is where the little boy's been seen many times, in this window right here. He's been seen, this is him right here, as I showed you in the other, he's been seen in this window, talking to the little boy next door about 10, 15 years ago. He's waiting for the little boy to come on over. Little boy went and told his mom, there's a new boy next door, I wanna go play with them. So they came to the door, and they'll answer the door, and he goes, can I play with your son? And they're like, we don't have any kids. Yeah, you do. He's always in the window talking to me. Like, no, we don't have any kids. So say they left. He's also been seen in this window right here. To this day also, he's been seen in this window. And within a second, he goes from this window to the ladies' parlor behind the couch. Within a second, he jumps up at them. The people that are behind here see him and they wave to him. This is, of course, one of the fireplaces. Over here is the pantry. This is the butler's pantry. All original. Everything original. The sink actually works. This is the dumbwaiter.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
awesome.
cool.
Goes from the basement to here to the nanny's room above us. All the floors are original. And then this is the cook's pantry.
The floors are awesome.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Wow.
Into the kitchen. These are the original flour and sugar bins right here.
Oh, that's so cool.
The flour would be in there, and then there'd be one over here. You put them in the barrels. This is her soapstone that she would use to roll out her pie dough. All of this is original to the house. It's amazing how.
Look at this kitchen, guys. Like everything is
So
perfect.
was this place ever abandoned? This place was never abandoned at any point?
It was, for 20 years it was empty, yeah, it was.
Okay, because that's when a lot of structural damage happens when
It was, this is the room that had to have the most work. The ceiling was coming down.
Look at the ceiling.
Ceiling's awesome.
That's cool.
I
Is
don't
that
know
somebody
if
for
that-
here?
This is also a Pokemon stop.
A boogie, a what?
Pokemon stop?
Pokemon, you know, they
Pokemon Go or something?
That's it. So
Oh
this
my
is actually
god.
a Pokemon, and they call it stop, yeah. So this is the room that had to have the most work done. Had to have the floors done, because it was plywood. It's gonna eventually be a bed and breakfast, so we have to have a dishwasher, brand new stoves put in.
Is this a guest book?
That is a guest book later
It's
on
such a
tonight.
cool book.
Yeah, if you guys wanna sign it later on, if you get any experience.
Is this old or does it just look old?
No, it just looks old.
It's so cool though.
It's from Target.
Reminds me of like
No, it's actually from
Necrochromicon or whatever.
It's from Salem.
It's really cool.
Salem, yeah.
Yep, Salem, Mass. So actually the shelves that you see right here, Mimi and Ken and I were cleaning out the attic, we were throwing stuff out the third floor. And the cabinet maker was like, oh my god, stop, stop, stop. And he climbs in and grabs all the wood and he actually reclaimed it and made us some shelves for the house. From the original wood. The sink is actually original to the house. All we did was like had it redone and painted and stuff.
That's a cool thing.
Did you guys want to do the basement first or did you guys want to go upstairs?
It doesn't matter to me.
It's cold down there, so we'll go now.
We'll go there. We're going basement?
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing you guys around here this way.
This is the original ice chest. Still has
We gotta
took you guys through the secret way.
We're going
Clue, is it
downstairs.
gonna lead us to the basement once we get in there?
What was that? Dumbwaiter?
Ice chest.
Ice chest.
Ice chest. That's cool. Oh, we got a little red light in there.
Door?
I heard a squeak.
Somebody's trying to come in.
That's not nice.
Oh, there's somebody here.
Oh. Can you pause for a minute? Sorry.
Where did Lomar have his issue? Lomar, where did he?
The one that got, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was.
Be careful, watch your step.
I like the red lights.
Pretty good effect, huh?
It's nice.
This is for Halloween, but Rob said keep it. So I'm gonna keep it. This is where Lillian dug the bones. This is a kiln. You would fill it with wood, start a fire, and then there'd be a metal pan in here for water, and they would do laundry or whatever.
What is this?
This is where she found the bones. It was filled with ashes, she dug, and this is where she found the bones.
The bone of a 16-year-old.
Yep, found it in here. This is where I was standing, if you watch that thing with John Huntington and all of them. Standing here, rocks getting thrown. When I was with Josh. And, yeah. So, this is not a good room to be in. They throw rocks.
So this is one of the most active rooms?
This is one of the most
Is this the red room?
No, it's upstairs.
Oh,
This is just the
Oh,
basement.
that's a red light, I just noticed that.
They're red lights, yeah. We did it for
Oh, that's-
Halloween, but Rob liked it, he said
That's
keep it.
cool, that's a
So,
great effect.
yeah, so if you're gonna be down here, this is actually, I hate it down here. Because they throw rocks.
Rocks get thrown at you?
Yeah, when I was with Seth and Josh, and Colby and Sam, we were in here. Did you watch that one?
No.
I watched that.
God.
I've seen Josh's and I've seen overnights.
All right, well, they were here with Colby and Sam and stuff, and standing here doing my dowsing rods, because they always like me doing my rods, and all of a sudden a rock from that corner went flying over and hit the wall. Then we're standing in the doorway here, rocks were being thrown at us again. One came over my head. Josh is tall. And he's right behind me, and Seth is right there, and rocks went flying over their head, came in the room, and went at Colby and Sam. It was like horrible. So, try and get that, I don't know.
How was, curiosity, how was Zach Bagans when he was like around you? Was he talkative or how
He was
it?
talkative, he was talkative.
Yeah,
He was, nice.
not
and stuff.
standoffish?
No,
He
no, he
cool?
was pretty good. This is the cistern and the dumbwaiter. This would have been the dumbwaiter that would have gone up to the pantry and then up to the nanny's room. This actually fills with water. There's one on the third floor, it's called the cistern, with rainwater. When that one gets full on the third floor, there's a couple bolts in the nanny's room. You turn the bolts, it will drain out and drain down and fill this one up here. And that's what they use for water.
They're one of the first houses to have running water in the area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Running water in
Yeah.
the 1800s.
It's amazing.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yep. The original call system to the house is up here. See the little tags? There would have been a bell to it or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. And if, I don't know, if say Ellen needed a cup of tea, she would have pulled the string up in the red room and one of these little tags would have rang with a bell. And then you run upstairs. Well, the tunnel is over here. This is where the tunnel is. It goes across the street to this factory. It's caved in. It goes underneath the other entrance to the house. Eventually, we're gonna cut a piece out over here. It'll be a 3x3 foot section. He's gonna put plexiglass there, so you guys can actually see with light behind it.
Oh,
But
wow.
it is caved in. The city had to put town sewer and water in about 30 years ago, so they caved it in, which is really a shame.
What does it look like on the other end from the other
From
standing
the factory,
building?
we actually went over there and asked him if we could
Yeah.
see it. He actually brought us down 2 basements, but
Yep.
he's got it petitioned off too.
Is that haunted as well?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I know that the South Gardner Hotel is haunted also.
What is it?
The South Gardner Hotel kitty corner right over here.
Okay.
It's a bar,
Yeah.
so that's haunted.
Do they do investigations?
We went in there and investigated. I don't know
Okay.
anybody else. But
Yeah.
over here is the gardener's room. Guess the pictures will show you from my photos. Yeah, but you're right.
It's going orange, green.
Starting to get a little something going.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great. Yay.
The haunted lawnmower.
The haunted lawnmower. You're not the 100th person to say
Mows
that.
the lawn
We
by
still
itself.
have to mow the lawn here. It's the gardener's room. Does that help?
It does help.
Okay.
Sets the tone.
Sets the tone. Over here is the staircase. If you need to leave quickly, it goes to the kitchen. Okay.
A brick gets thrown at my head.
So here goes to the kitchen. That's pretty much it for the basement. Yeah, that was the rock section.
Yeah.
This is where, yeah, that same night that we were standing in there and I'm ready to leave after they were throwing rocks. And I'm standing over here and I think it was Sam had the SLS camera and he's pointing it this way. And there's something on the SLS camera and he's like going like this and I said, what do you want? Do you want us to leave? And it's going like this. And I said, if you want us to leave, put both hands up. The freaking thing went like this. And I said, I'm out. All 5 of us ran up the stairs and we left. I holy watered them down and that's on the, you'll have to look at that on the YouTube channel. This is the staircase.
Look at the awesome Christmas decoration.
Thank you.
Look at that chair.
That's what we sent this year.
No
Show the Savior, this man Savior.
Yeah.
Sit in the chair. Go ahead.
There you go, Chad.
Yeah, this we do the Estes method a lot in here. When you talk, it like echoes.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in my own little world over here.
That's where somebody got engaged.
Oh, what, in the chair?
In the chair, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, I should never get engaged.
This is the bad juju room.
Just
isn't
remember
it?
this chair, whoever you may be in the
You could
future.
feel it as soon as you got right here.
I feel it because I can't breathe.
This the red room?
This is the red room.
As soon as I get on that lane,
You
you
can't
can't
get-
tightness in your chest.
Yes,
shiny.
yes, every time I'm here.
I will kill myself at my house to get that shiny. It never comes out.
Hey, I'm actually coming to watch the floors tomorrow. You think they need it?
You kidding me? It's
I'm got
a
cold
glass.
chills right now. Just
Yeah.
walking in this room.
Yeah.
I'm
This
gonna
is
come
beautiful
wash it
room.
and they're gonna dust and,
That's cool.
let me see.
Beautiful room.
No, thank you.
Like,
This was Susan's room. Susan died in here. And then there was a second wife, Ellen's room. Ellen died in here. So this is where,
whoa, holy cow, that all the way over.
it's not me. I don't have my phone on me.
No, it's, the meter's picking something else up. There's nothing around here electronic.
Because as soon as you said they both died in this room.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, that thing shot all the way over to the red.
Maybe she's in here.
I don't know.
So this is actually their bedroom.
Wow. This is gonna be a room to do some stuff in.
This is actually the room when Mimi and Ken came to work. They live in Beverly, and they're both paramedics. So they work 24-hour shifts, driving ambulance. And when he was renovating, he'd come here. Step away from that. He'd come here. Then they'd sleep in here. Many, many times that they were sleeping in here, something crawled in bed with them. The door would slam shut. The fan would turn on. There was one time that Mimi couldn't come with him, so he actually stayed in the bed himself. And you literally felt a depression on the other side of the bed, pushed down, climbed in bed with him, and actually started spooning with him. He said it was the best sleep he's gone ever. He said it was comfortable, he slept great. I mean, he liked Ellen.
Right in there?
In this bed right here.
That's what I need to do.
With Ellen?
No, I don't get no sleep, but that's what I need to do.
Yeah, he said that was the best night's sleep he's ever gotten. And when he passed away a couple of months ago, a couple months ago, one of the things he wanted to do was come back here. He wanted to come back here and talk to Ellen. He wanted to come back here and see all you guys and see how you guys liked the house. He wanted to watch you guys' reaction. He said he wanted to see how you guys did in the house, how you guys liked the house. What's the matter? Stepping up for?
No. My legs are just
Okay.
like cement. I don't want to move right now.
So yeah, so this is definitely coming here tonight, okay? This is where your friend, who said the friend, or had the friend, he was standing right here, and then you heard it say, my blood. And he goes, oh my blood, and then boom, he got hit in the head, shoved
This
back.
is where it happened?
Right here, yep.
Wow.
This wasn't here, and I mean, he fell to the floor.
That's what they were talking about.
Yep, he fell to the floor. I couldn't even believe it.
And he's a big kid too.
He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Yep, and then he ended up going outside. He had a hard time getting his thoughts together for a good half an hour. It was crazy.
Now, is this the same room when this was a boarding house?
This was never a boarding house. We have
That's
no
just
proof.
rumors?
I'm sorry. Yes, it was a boarding house, but it wasn't a brothel.
Okay,
There was never a brothel. A prostitute never got killed and shoved in the closet.
okay, so that's just folklore, rumor.
Folklore,
But
yeah.
the two ladies of the house, women of the house did die in this room.
Yes, yes, yes. Yep.
That's
And
awesome.
outside each room, you're gonna have name plaques. So when you guys are walking around
Okay.
tonight, you'll know where you are. Okay?
There's what?
Name plaques.
Oh, there are.
Oh, on the very top.
Right up here. Okay.
Oh,
This
perfect.
is Ellen Pierce's room.
This old
Right
phone.
over here is Maddie's room.
with that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then you got Mr. Pierce's room over here.
Hmm.
And then Eno Sari, who burnt to death, he's over here.
So that actually happened, that's not.
It did actually happen, April 9th, 1963. Go in here, Eno Sari burnt to death in this room. He liked to smoke, he liked to drink, this is just sad.
Do you think he spontaneously
He
combusted?
did not. He liked to smoke, he liked to drink, he fell asleep in bed.
Yeah.
I was giving a tour, I don't know, end of September. And it actually was one of his great nieces that was coming through the tour. And she actually told me something that we had no idea. She said that he was working on a car that day, because he was a mechanic,
Oh, okay.
and he got some sort of accelerant on him, didn't wash up, came lay down in bed, smoked and drank, and he burned to death. His death certificate's right there on the sink. Says right on there, you know, he burnt. Smoke inhalation, upper part of his body was all burnt. So this is a piece of wood over here that we actually, the roof was found in the wall right outside here. Proves that the fire was in this room.
Burned right in this room.
The bed was coming out here, he burnt right here. Yep.
Now, is there reported activity in this room?
Yes, yes, definitely. Those are his trigger objects, guys.
Throw line some REM
A little bit of
up here.
alcoholic beverages.
I should have brought him a little cigar or
You
something.
should have, actually, one of the,
I have one in my car.
people that came here actually brought him an electric cigarette.
Look at
It's
that.
right here. Somewhere in here, oh, it's right here. Said, I brought you a cigarette so you don't burn, you know?
So you don't burn.
So you don't burn. Yep. So yeah, so definitely come in here tonight, okay? But this is actually, the nursery's across the way over there. And after they were out of the nursery, this is the room they came to when they were like toddlers and stuff.
Okay.
Because right outside, they had a sink. And if you're anybody, they had a sink in your room. And right up here are more lion's heads, right up here on the wall. Right here, and right there. You see them?
Oh yeah, love lines. Is that just the bathroom right there, the number one? Is that just the
Oh,
bathroom?
that's my office.
Oh.
You mean-
That's the death certificate.
No, I just said number one. Oh,
That's room one, that's room one. Okay. This is Mr. Pierce's room. This is the room that Lillian had gone off and
Well, that's
happened to her.
busy fella.
It's pretty. Do you want me to put the light on? You guys are okay.
Music box.
Yeah, it's got the thing, but it says don't touch. Oh.
It's incredible safe.
Yeah, that
Everything
could
on
probably
this
open
side
up.
of the house, downstairs is
Oh,
the
yeah.
parlor.
So heavy.
This is-
Oh, man.
all of this is the-
Imagine dragging this thing outside back in the day with a rope and you end up going down there and get nothing but a bottle of oil.
This is the room that Lillian and Edwin, when they owned the house about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, their bed was coming out that way, and she actually had something holding her down in bed. It was like pushing her in bed, and she's screaming for her husband. Get her off me, get her off me. And he comes running in, and he said he couldn't even lift her. He said she was like 500 pounds, he couldn't lift her. And she's a small woman. So finally, he just took the blankets, he pulled them, she dropped to the floor, whatever was holding her down and released her. And she's like, hon, I can't do this anymore, I want out. He said, we're gonna leave tomorrow. They went to bed that night. He woke up the next morning and he heard crying. And he opens his eyes, and right here in this window, I showed you guys that picture downstairs of the lady in the white dress. She was levitating right here, crying. He woke up Lillian and he said, we're done. Went and got a U-Haul truck next door, packed up the bedroom set, the twin beds in the other room, and their living room set. And they called me at 11 o'clock and they said, get up here. I got up here. And they said, we're done. Here's the key. Take care of my house. That was 11 years ago, in November. So I'm still here, still taking care of the house.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. It's
Doesn't
crazy.
make anybody
I mean,
get
it's
out of that.
gone off of horrible stuff. And they're coming back on Saturday to do a tour, the first time in 11 years.
This Saturday, Wow.
So she's not happy about it. She's scared, you know, because she had such horrible stuff happen to her.
Sure, it's nerve-wracking to come back to something like that.
Yeah, but they want to do it, so.
Now, have you had like full-blown skeptics in here?
Yeah, I've
That's
had
one question
skeptics,
I
I've had-
always like to ask is like
Mhm.
people who get into it or host it, like, is it,
Oh yeah, definitely skeptics, definitely people that do believe, and got the people that don't believe, and then they actually won't leave here believing because something happened to them, you know?
so I read this was
Chandelier, holy cow.
top 10 haunted mansion
It
in the
is,
US.
it's a top, yep, top 10 haunted places, and yep,
Now this is the only bedroom that has a fireplace, I heard.
yeah. This
From
is
you
it.
actually in a video?
Yep, this is the only bedroom that has, he's the only one on this floor that had heat. Imagine that. So his bedroom's here, her bedroom's across the way. When he wanted her, he just called her over.
Sylvester?
Sylvester.
Guy was a busy guy,
He
man.
was a busy guy, yeah. Yeah, but he's, I mean, if she wanted heat, she better come over. The speaking tubes right here, one of them goes to the kitchen and one of them goes to the nanny's room. This is Ellen's safe.
Was Sylvester
Hear whispers
a
from
ladies'
these
man,
two.
or was it just?
It's a good idea, like-
I think it's just,
It was
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. Have you ever spoke into the speaking tubes and
yeah,
heard
you can
anything
speak
back?
into one of them there and you can hear it in here.
No, but have you ever heard anything come back at you?
Yeah, the person that's talking to me.
No, but, no, but like
No,
a
no,
ghost.
not spirit wise, no, I
No,
haven't
like
heard
a
that.
ghost.
I have not heard that.
She's got jokes, I like it.
So this is Ellen's safe, okay, it's one of the only original pieces of furniture in the house. This thing actually works. I played it for,
That's like the
That
creepy.
is
Right?
creepy
That's so
old
awesome.
music.
yeah, right?
That's the creepy stuff.
Was that record found in here?
Yeah, some of them are here, I have a bunch of them in the other room, and some in the basement.
Very cool.
It's creepy, but there'll be some type of copyright on that, bro.
Over 100 years old.
Yep. and there'll
Copyright
still
free.
Be a copyright.
Has that thing ever started playing by itself?
God, I hope not. I don't think so. Oh my God.
Public
I
domain
never even
now.
thought about
Yeah,
that.
over 100 years old.
I never even thought about that.
Cool safe.
Come on in this room, this is Maddie's room.
Nice.
Nanny.
The nanny.
Yep, she had her
Maddie
own
the
room.
nanny.
Look at how beautiful this room is. She had her own room. This is her bureau, it's built into the wall here. Below us is actually the fireplace downstairs in the dining room. It would come up, this is where some of the heat would come out. She had heated clothing, because on the other side of this is the fireplace.
You only have that as 2022.
Right, right?
That's cool.
So, remember I told you guys about the cistern upstairs when it fills with rainwater?
Yeah.
Then you turn the two bolts right here on the floor, or the two bolts, you would turn those, it would drain from the third floor, and it would go right down into the basement. That's how we had the running water. The closet right there, that is actually the dumbwaiter. It's now a closet because the fire department made us seal it up if there was ever a fire, it would shoot through the house and.
Can I open
burn the
this?
house down. Yeah. Yeah.
Creepy.
That's the closet that the little boy was hiding in when they were playing hide and seek. He was hiding in there. He lived down the street. Oh, I just looked outside of that house that was like Christmas lights. I'm like, what?
Little boy just stared
little
at
boy.
it.
No, not a little boy, but actually he lived down the street, and a bunch of the neighborhood kids about 30 years ago broke into the house, playing hide and seek. He's hiding in the dumbwaiter at the time, and he hears a little girl. That's it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. And he peeks out the closet and he sees her run by here and go upstairs. And he's like, oh my God, I have a good spot, I got a good spot. Something grabbed his shoulders, pushed him out the closet, screamed at him, get out. He ran all the way back down into the basement, climbed out the window that they broke into, and he went home. That was my nephew Trevor. He lived 2 houses down the street there. My sister was a single mom at the time. So he went to Iraq and back 3 times, was shot in Iraq, and he still won't come back into this house. He's 38 years old. So that's the closet, if you guys want to play in there.
That's the closet he got grabbed in?
That's the one that, yeah, he was in there, he was 8 years old at the time.
And we're allowed to get in there? And
If you can, yeah, go ahead, yeah. Right?
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Challenge accepted, exactly. This is the nursery. I'll put the light on. This is the nursery. This is where
That's
the babies
creepy.
were. What is?
The dress.
It's Halloween, guys. Yeah, so this is actually the nursery. The babies would have been in here. There's a sink over there. if you were anybody in the room, you know, back then you had a sink in your room, and up there are more lion's heads. This was actually the room that Ed and Lillian, when they were living here, this was his office. He
Okay.
works from home, he still does to this day. His desk was right there where you're standing, working one time, and all of a sudden, an apparition of a man came right up out of the floor, right here. Looked right at him, and he goes, oh my God, and dropped back down into the floor.
Right where I was standing, right here.
Right there.
Nice.
Stopped work and he goes, oh my God. He goes across the street to the pizza place, that's still there. His friend Chris owned it at the time. He goes, Chris, you are not gonna believe what I just saw. I was working and then a man just came right up out of the floor, looked at me and dropped back down. And Chris goes, are you kidding me? He goes, no, he had scraggly hair, a white shirt and blue overalls. And Chris goes, not even 5 minutes ago, a man had a heart attack and died in here. He had scraggly hair, a white shirt and blue overalls. Died over there, came up over here. So Edwin actually came home and he drew it. This is what he drew. April 9th, 2009. He drew this, he brought it over to Chris and he says, this is what came up out of the floor. He goes, that's who died in my pizza place.
Look at how that's staying steady as you're talking. Steady.
Is this what we saw?
Oh, it turned right off. Wow.
There's nothing around here that's,
No, nothing to be setting this up.
no.
And it's staying like a steady light.
See the little bump sticking out of the wall right there? You'll see them through the house. That's actually for gas
Okay.
lighting. They would have had the hurricane lamps there. The owners now are huge Disney people and huge clown, creepy clown people. About 4 or 5 years ago, a little boy got eaten by an alligator in Disney.
Yeah.
They stopped selling pictures, so this is a little girl getting eaten by an alligator, so they thought it'd be great to buy the picture and bring it up here. So we stuck it in the nursery, why not?
Perfect condition.
Now, I want you guys to look at this, okay? This is a sack that we found up between the closet up here in the wall right here. And when you go downstairs, I'm gonna show you a picture that I caught. It's not a sack, all right? Right? This is the staircase. That's, you guys came in, there was a staircase right in front of you. That's this one. Third floor.
Another bathroom. Look at that. Wow, it's really nice up here.
This whole floor is the servant's floor, except for one room over there. I told you guys about the cistern. This is the cistern right here. The holes that are in the ceiling right there, there'd be pipes that went through the attic, fill with, the water would come down, fill this up. They would use it for whatever, laundry, washing, eating. It's still levitating off the floor. It's been here almost 150 years, and it's still, it's a cistern. Fills with rainwater. And then they turn the bolts downstairs when this is full, and it goes to the one in the basement.
Still works perfect.
This is the letter. Yep, yep.
This is written on the wall.
Why would, I mean, it's from Edward Pierce too. You can see his signature on the bottom. There would have been like a lot of beds up here. There would have been, he would have used these hooks right here.
Oh, it's right here. Look at this.
They would have put rope up here and they would have done laundry. Over here we have a Joe. What do you guys want to The clown. Well, it says he's off. I shut him off. I put him on. He actually, Kenny bought it last year and didn't get a chance to really enjoy
Oh
it.
wow, look at that.
like him at all. But I just shut him right off. You guys can turn them on later if you want.
Okay.
Will do.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you will.
No questions asked.
All right, this is actually one of the most haunted floors. I've been sitting down here in a chair or something like that, investigating maybe 3 or 4 times, and I look this way, and in this doorway right here, I've seen 3 or 4 times a shadow man standing in the doorway, tall as the door. He'll look down here at me, and then he'll squash all the way down, and he'll scurry across the floor. Holy crap. Then I was in here about a month and a half ago with a group. We had some equipment on the floor. There was 4 of us on this side of the bureau, 2 of us on the other side, and right behind me I saw something run by me. And I looked down at the end of the group, I'm like, Aaron, was that you? And Aaron's still standing there. And Megan was on the other side, and she goes, Marion, that person's been standing behind you the whole time. And I said, we are it, there's just 6 of us, there's no more. So whatever was there was not human, and he scurried out of the room. Over here is Susan and Sarah's room. Susan and Sarah are in here. This room that you want to be in, the door's staying shut. If you're in here with the door shut, you'll hear women out there talking. If the door is shut and you're out there, you'll hear 2 women in here talking. This is where Eric, my new maintenance guy, since Ken passed, he was on the ladder over here. All of a sudden, he heard 2 women talking. And this was his first night here. He's like, what the heck? He gets off the ladder, he comes over, he hears nothing, he gets back up on the ladder. Then they're in there talking. He's like, oh my God. That same night, he was working on the ceiling right there. You'll see this patch that was missing. You know, I don't know what that putty stuff is, that when you put it up, it's purple and it dries white. He was looking at it, and he gets down off the ladder to look at it, and then he, out of the corner of his eye, right there in the hallway where you are, he looks that way, and that's where he saw the floating woman. The same woman, he saw her go that way, and she had her hands over her face, and she levitated right down the stairs. So, you definitely want to try and get...
So what happened? Can you say that again?
I said, I'm not...
Not that. What happened in this bathroom?
Somebody committed suicide in the tub.
There it is.
Freemason doing this.
Another crazy story.
That's what the psychics are all picking up, yeah. All of them, all of them.
Good luck, Frank.
They're independent, they're not coming in together.
No,
just
they're,
separate.
in 11 years, so many psychics, all, yeah, they all pick up on that room there, and they pick up on this room here. This is the service floor.
Very,
We had a leak last night, sorry about the cauldron.
Oh, no worries.
very
Calming, what? This is the billiard room. This is where Mr. Pierce had his pool table, had, you know, this is a very nice room. This is where he had his pool table. This is where all of his guests would have come. I mentioned all the guests downstairs. Probably about 10, 11 years ago, I was in here with me and Ken, Ed and Lil. We're down by the safe, we were table tipping. You guys know what that is. Form of talking, okay? All of a sudden the table started moving. It started slamming into the safe downstairs. I'm like, what the heck? Ken was yelling, he had to stop it. He picks the table up, we put it back by the rug, by the red chair. And it starts rocking again, it starts going towards the safe. We get off the table, we're looking around the safe, and behind the safe, in the woodwork, just as tall as this, we found a skeleton key. I'm like, what the heck? So we get back on the table, what does it go to? We kept tapping out 9, 9, 9, 9. We took the key, there's 72 windows and 54 doors in this house. We tried every door. The only one that fit was room 9, this room right here. I don't know what the skeleton key is now, I think Ed and Bill took it. But we opened up the door, we locked this door with it. This is actually the room that not so much stuff happened in this room. The closet right here, they call this the rape closet. All this-
what closet?
Excuse me, the what?
Rape.
Oh.
This is the room that every psychic that I've ever, and I've been here 11 years, 200 to 300 psychics have come in here, and every one of them picks up on this room right here. They cannot go in here, they have a hard time getting in here, they'll make it as far as he is, and they're like, oh my God, horrible stuff. Even some of the people that have come in for tours lately, we do a lot of investigating here.
orange. Now it's back to green. You're orange again.
Yeah, go in there.
You want to come in?
You know, one of the psychics picked up, there was a mattress on the floor. in there.
Wow.
Another one picked up on a woman hanging from the hose in there. Yeah, this is where you, yeah, see? It's not a good room. There was some filming done here, I'm gonna say it was in September, we were doing filming here, some show. And the guy had me and the main actress in the closet, he's like, just say what you feel, Marion? So I started like yelling, like, how dare you treat women and children like that? I can't believe you would do that, you have big respect for them, and I'm screaming at the guy, and he goes, wow, you really got into it. I said, well, I'm mad. So we left the room, we went in the other room over here, and they had the equipment on the thing, on the table out there. And one of them was those echo boxes there, the big ones.
Yep.
And it said, what do you think about Marion, what she said? And right over the box says, she's a bitch. Well, I guess they
this
didn't like
room's
what I had to say.
Definitely.
Definitely have to. Yeah. But you know what, I don't care, you don't treat women and children, anybody like that. And then this is James's room. This is Mr. Pierce's right-hand man. He did anything and everything for Mr. Pierce. Probably collected women for him, who knows? And this is his room.
Oh, creepy crib.
Creepy dolls.
Look at that doll.
Clown doll.
Like I said, the owners were into clowns. Yeah.
That's creepy.
And then we have a tower. This is James's room.
James?
James, Mr. Pierce's right-hand man.
Got a right hand man
Probably
too.
did, everything that he
Got a
wanted.
little clown back there?
Yeah. it was-
That is a little clown right
Our
there.
aunties are really into clowns. They have a clown carnival down in New Jersey. The owners now, a haunted clown carnival, but it closed up after COVID. And then over here we have the tower that keeps going up.
Going up again?
Oh,
Spiral staircase?
yeah.
Yeah.
You got the flash? Yeah, you can later.
So creepy.
Maybe I'm not gonna do a tour, maybe I'm gonna do a tour slash. Maybe
Yeah.
too much up and down.
Oh, that's a nice cool breeze.
Are you hot?
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Be careful, there's no railing, so be careful.
It's making me dizzy.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
This is,
Oh, this is cool.
what place are we at? This is like, 1890 museum, they have a little spot like this.
That's not me, that's a stairway.
Yes. Parking on there.
Yeah. These sneakers.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Okay. You like it?
Yeah.
I would be up here all the time.
Yeah, this is a haunted floor. Definitely.
Love, so cool. This is nice.
Good, I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah.
Come on up tonight.
Oh, there's activity in here too?
Yes, there is, yeah. One time I was walking in here with, you're no Lucky Bell Camino? No. Her and I just met that first day, and we were just getting ready to come up the stairs. And we hear, get out! Fine. Turn around and left. Right from here. Get out!
You heard her yell, get out?
Oh yeah, we heard it yell, get out!
From where? Up here or down there?
But, well, I don't know, we didn't even make it 2 steps up when we heard it, so it echoed from here. So we just
Heard it from
turned around and left.
You just did a
It
yell.
was definitely in here.
Well, gonna see, sure we'll see what
God, it's freezing
we
up
get.
here.
It is. It's so nice.
And cool.
So nice though.